Hi, David. Can you hear me?
No, aye, Jack.
Is it a difficult one to analyse that? Obviously, a point away from home is always a good one. I think it's the first point you picked up away from home since you came back, but it could quite easily have been more, and it's the defending again, isn't it?
Well, we should have picked one up at Sheffield United if you think about it, which was... So I think that, I'm disappointed in our defending, that we didn't do better generally, but I'm not disappointed with the players, and in many ways I'm not disappointed with picking a point up. I just felt that there was an opportunity to get 3, and we gave it up so quickly after getting the second goal. We didn't give ourselves a chance to even get the ball back and settle ourselves down, and that's probably the more disappointing thing. So the dressing room knows what I feel like, but in the same breath they also know that coming here to a Newcastle team who've shown good form since come back from lockdown and had some really good positive results, it wasn't the worst.
And how are they looking fitness-wise? Obviously, we spoke about the scheduling that you've got coming up, 4 games in 10 days. Are you confident that you found a team that seems to be working? Are you confident they'll be able to get through the games without drastic changes?
We've now got Yarmolenko's going to get. We've got Arthur back on the bench today. We're not sure yet how Seb Haller is, maybe how he'll be for the weekend, for midweek I should say. So we're just beginning to get a little bit more. We had Mark Noble back from a hamstring, which gave me that option today as well. So we are just beginning to get a few more round it, which gives us some more options. And if we need it in the games, which we will do because of the amount of them, then we've started to get 1 or 2 closer to fitness.
Thanks, Jack. Sam?
David, how disappointing was it to concede that second goal just 90 seconds after you'd gone ahead? I mean, that must have just been an absolute killer for you.
I was sickened because of just because of us working so hard to get a goal back and then giving it up so quickly. And I thought Newcastle had played quite well in the first half, made it difficult for us. But I felt that in the set we'd grown into it. Before half-time we started to grow into the game, tried to sort 1 or 2 problems out, and then as the game went on, and I think by the end of the game we were probably the team who had created the most chances in the end and made their keeper make a few good saves. So I'm not disappointed with that, but I'm just disappointed that to give that second goal up especially was a real difficult one. And I've got to say some teams could have gone under then, but credit to the lads, they've shown real resilience not to go under and give up a third goal.
You've done that in the last 2 games. You showed resilience against Chelsea when the VAR goal was ruled out and then Thomas then scored. You've done that again today. That's got to be a really good thing going forward for you in coming into what is a crucial run of 3 games in the next 9 days?
I couldn't speak highly enough of the players and their attitude. I really couldn't. What they're giving, what they're trying to do, they're giving their maximum. We'd like them to play better in different areas at different times. But their attitude and their commitment and behind the scenes, they know what it means. What it means not just to that group of players, but it means an awful lot to everybody at West Ham United, and we're doing everything we can to make sure we're a Premier League team.
Thanks, Sam.
David, 2 goals in 2 games for Thomas Tuchel and Mikel Antonio. Touching on what Sam said, although disappointing not to get the win, positive to take for the game against Burnley.
Yeah. Well, I think, and I said the other day, I thought he played very well against Chelsea. Got a goal, and I think another goal today shows that he's got other attributes which he can add to us. I think Mickey Antonio as well would get another goal, give him great confidence and keep improving. Make sure we stop doing it at the other end, and that's the part we've got to try and make sure we start keeping some clean sheets, because I don't want to be a team who's always having to concede 2 goals, because that means we have to score 3 to win all the time.
David?
Hi, David. Dwight Gale would have been offside for that second goal if Fornals had come out. You're disappointed with that sort of lapse in concentration?
Yeah. Hi, David. How you doing?
Hi, David.
I'm more disappointed that the central defender sort of squeezed up to try and leave Gale in. Together as line. So one, I was annoyed that the centre half squeezed hard. It would have been offside generally if we hadn't had the we've had a lot of games which we've been on way to a lot of big clubs, and it's not been easy. Man City and Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham. So we've had a lot of big games away from home since in my period when I've been there. But we're in a group of games where we think we've got chances of picking up points. If it turned around, if we got a point at Chelsea and 3 again. Newcastle today, I think people were saying it's been a great return. So I think the last 2 games, the players have showed big spirit, big heart, bottom half of the league, wherever they can.
Martin, thank you.
Hi, David. It's Martin Hardy here. Where does that leave you in the relegation fight, and how buoyed are you by the performance of your team in the last 2 games going into those last few matches?
We came to Newcastle today, who were in a decent run of form and in a good moment. And so I'm really pleased that we got something from the game, but I'm maybe a bit disappointed that we didn't get all 3 points. But I have to say, we're in there. The players are showing great fight. We're going to go right to the end. This league we could easily go right to the last game of the season. We understand that, and we're prepared for that if it has to be done. But we're trying to make sure that we can do it as quickly as
I appreciate it.